Everybody, welcome to this special edition of the Phenomena Wrestling Podcast, where I believe we just had the Greatest Royal Rumble, and the event known as the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh shit.
That was awful, and I'm going to kill myself after this podcast.
Congratulations.
It's because our hands still hurt.
I am Zell. This is Nell. We have Kurt Hawkins hiding in the back.
I'm not Kurt Hawkins, I am Sinister.
I mean, your record in predictions here is 0-2.
That's fine.
Kurt Hawkins.
My record is simply, one can say, phenomenal.
No one is agreeing to that bill.
I have two people.
You
have
can't
yourself,
vote on your
you
own
can't.
bill.
Yes, I can. I'm defending. She's like Shelby said. In D&D,
When-
the
This
person
isn't
who
Dungeons-
defends wins.
This isn't Dungeons and Dragons, so no.
When you go to pass a bill, you present the bill, and then the board votes on the bill.
You don't vote on said bill.
That's fine. I'll just contact some Russians to fix it for me.
Wait, what?
Alright, Greatest Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. First match opened up, John Cena and Triple H.
Honestly, it was a good match. I thought it was a decent match, especially because of the history that they both have in the ring together. And they both haven't stepped in the ring together for, 8 years?
Something like that. I mean, it was a classic John Cena Triple H match. Triple H controlled the pace. John Cena had his flurries every now and again. Kind of what I expected. Good match.
Yeah, that's why I picked Cena. I mean, it's Cena. They're in uncharted territory.
Triple H has officially relegated himself to not jobbing, but losing every occasion.
Yeah, to him. It's more, I think, up to him who he wants to put over. And I mean, honestly, what hasn't this guy done already?
Right. It's like he doesn't need to win any match anymore.
No, he's good.
Well, that was quick. On to the next match then. The next match was Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. And like we thought, it was a really good match. Really good cruiserweight match.
Especially when Kalisto hit that 450 off the ropes onto the floor.
Last time we saw that, we saw AJ Styles' butt.
Yeah, we did.
Best part of the
I
match.
forgot all about that.
Best part of the match was when Kalisto tried to go for Selena Del Sol.
Right into the lumbar check.
Yeah, right into that, and that was it.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite spot. The whole match itself was a great match.
When Kalisto came out, I don't know if you guys heard, but maybe you guys should play it back. When his music first started and he came out doing the lucha thing, before he started doing the lucha thing, I heard some boos. I don't
Really?
know. I don't know if that's something that the fans don't like, people in masks or whatever. I don't know.
I didn't hear much of a crowd reaction for the cruiserweights that much because I honestly thought they were wearing themselves out in the first match.
Probably.
Because the crowd was very into the Triple H
yeah,
John Cena. And then, hell, even Cena got like some cheers to start with, and then
He did.
they started balancing it out. But I was already concerned for the cruiserweights, and then Hi Cat. It just goes to show that they wore themselves out.
Yeah.
Up next, the Deleter of Worlds. It looks like they're calling themselves.
Yep.
Versus the Bar. Just what we expected out of the match. I loved the spot where Sheamus was going for the brogue, and then Bray does his back bend thing, and then Matt came up on the ropes and he goes, "Magic, yes!" And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he eats the elevated twist of fate. 1, 2, 3. Your new tag team champions, which was no surprise.
Which I kind of like that what they're doing with the Twist of Fate now, compared to Bray setting up for the Sister Abigail
And
and
throwing
then
him
throwing
in.
him in like he did with Randy.
Yeah.
Like, I like this way better, and I actually like them better as a tag team than I liked Bray and Randy.
Well, yeah, because Bray and Randy, they never really did anything with Bray and Randy until they split them up. They were just there.
Yeah.
Bray and Matt actually have something going while they're as a team.
Yep.
And, we get to the first botch of the night. Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. There was a point in this match where Jeff Hardy went for a whisper in the wind. And he's going for a whisper in the wind. He's not looking behind him. That is one of those moves where your
It's all on the
opponent
other.
needs to pay attention. By the time he jumps off the top rope, Jinder's still looking at the ground. He doesn't even know Jeff's up there yet. Jeff completely misses him, and Jinder still takes the back bump after Jeff hits the ground. Oh my god, these cats.
Did someone mention pancakes?
Which I believe even Corey Graves, he tried to save it. He was like, oh, maybe he just caught him on the back half. When he knew damn well.
Yeah.
Like, you could see clear as day he completely missed. And Jinder just, like...
Yeah, and it's so funny because as soon as Jeff hit the mat, right after you hit Jinder,
Yeah. Jinder was like, oh god. Don't be mad at me, Daddy Vince.
Jinder hella through.
Yeah,
Because
but...
that's the thing with Jinder. He needs to know to pay attention. And I feel like that's why he's still, like, not for that tier of superstar yet.
I agree with what I've heard before. Like, his performance level is just that of a mid-card. He's not too flashy. His persona is not up there with a top main event superstar. He's a mid-card guy. He puts on good mid-card matches.
yeah.
And that's really kind of it. I think it was Stone Cold who said that, actually.
And it's true.
Well, let's see. Now, from one tag team to the United States title to another tag team, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Kind of what we expected here. Usos got in a little bit more offense than you think. They actually, let's see, it was a 5-minute and 5-second match. I'm pretty sure they had all the offense for about 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers got their wins. Killed them.
I honestly thought Usos might have gone over when they did that double Uso splash, and I was like, oh shit. But like, he kicked out. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Usos are just going to go away for now. I mean,
Maybe.
they might have one more match at Backlash, and then they'll just like
Fade
do
for a
something
little bit.
else.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but
I don't know. We'll find out. Because this whole Naomi thing still has me...
yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Which when they aired the joint pay-per-views commercials, Saudi Arabia had to issue an apology because they showed the woman on the screen.
Yeah. They actually booed Carmella, who when that scene when she asked for a water bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that they went pretty they weren't too happy.
No.
No.
Because I guess it wasn't clear to WWE that like they can't even be shown on screen.
Yeah, they can't be presented at all. Yeah. Although weird thing is that when you're watching the show, there were some women in the crowd.
There
Yeah.
Like old, like not like kids they had, but like women that had their face covered with that
Yeah.
black robe and
I forget what it's called. It's like the haba.
I don't know what it's called.
I knew what it was called at one point. I apologize, but
Hijab.
yeah, I think it was like a hijab or something
Hijab,
like that.
something like
we
that.
might be mixing up religions though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cultures, maybe. But yeah, no, like when they even showed that video package and they were like, this year, like women just got the right to drive. I was like, what the? They couldn't even drive.
Yeah, and Black Panther was the first movie that they allowed men and women to go
Yep.
see together, and that just
was
came out last year.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that far back.
yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. It's...
And can you imagine seeing Carmella in like a one piece where
Yep.
like literally like a little bit moved over to the side down there, and you can see her whole like shit.
Yeah.
No wonder why they were booing, because they were like, oh, "What the hell? We just said yes, you can drive. This is taking it a little too far."
Now I just picture moving it a little bit to the side and a ton of shit just comes out. Mela is money.
Just money
just
starts
yeah,
flying
just dollar
out.
bills.
Oh my lord.
I knew she was a stripper.
Her and Cass are still friends, watch out. Next match. For the Intercontinental title, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. Really good match, one of the matches of the night. The ending, though, I felt sad.
Poor Balor.
Because Finn's like,
I
I'm
got
right
this.
here. And then Seth pulls a Shelton Benjamin. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Shelton Benjamin. See, I got him on board. You're next.
Okay, Goldberg.
I just want Shelton Benjamin's mama to come back.
No!
Please?
Shelton! You better go win that damn match! But no, he pulls a Shelton Benjamin, hops from the ropes to the ladder, sprints up it, and basically steals the title from Finn Balor's hand.
Do you think they work on that more tonight?
And then cut him open.
Yeah,
Yeah, the title hit him in the face, and he split Finn
Yeah,
like right
yeah.
above the right of his right eye.
That's right. Do you think that they proceed on what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble tonight?
I
yeah.
really hope so, especially with that, because then that would hopefully lead to Finn being like, I know how to win a ladder match now, because after Backlash...
Well, see, I don't really know anymore for the fact that Backlash, they already announced Seth versus Miz for the title.
But after Backlash is Money in the Bank.
That's true, too.
So they build on that whole ladder fiasco,
Yeah.
and then Finn wins Money in the Bank, Finn goes to SmackDown...
See, that's why this whole thing was awkward, because now you only have 6 days. You only have one show, each brand, to build things for the next pay-per-view, which is in 6 days.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of that too. I'm like, maybe this is the only time they could have done it in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. But they're going back in November. Greatest Survivor Series ever.
Oh my god. 10 on 10.
15 on 15. Right, so, also I want to say in that match, Joe is just great.
He is.
Like, we knew Samoa Joe was great, but it has to be said more. Joe is great.
He doesn't get enough credit, which is stupid because he's amazing.
Maybe now that he's on SmackDown, he'll get more credit.
Oh, yeah. That's why he went to SmackDown.
Yeah, that's the sole purpose, honestly, in my opinion, why he went to SmackDown.
But then again,
to get the title.
the ending of the show.
That's true.
Still swerving us.
Well, now we move on to AJ and Shinsuke, which, in ring-wise, wrestling-wise, I was all for this match.
Yeah.
Out of all of the matches, wrestling-wise. The finish is really all they could kind of do to extend this feud at this point. I did think they were going to go with the AJ low blowing Shinsuke thing like you, but this was another way to postpone it.
It is.
Showed a little bit more aggression. Definitely gives their next match possibly a stipulation.
Maybe no holds barred. Regardless, I see Shinsuke with
Or
the title.
false count anywhere type deal. Something.
Regardless, I see Shinsuke with the title. He has to take the title. Like, you can't keep doing this with no countouts, and Shinsuke's already lost. Like,
Honestly, like they might try to postpone it till SummerSlam or something like that.
That's just crazy.
But
especially with Joe and Daniel Bryan and Big Cass lurking. Like, you can't just
At
keep
the same
going.
time, because like I've been saying, they're trying to make Money in the Bank the big number 5.
Right.
So they could do it at Money in the Bank. But then we have to think about who wins the Money in the Bank, which, like you said, could be Finn Balor. Are they going to cash in immediately?
Yeah, I
or...
wonder, because now they're doing co-hosting shows.
Yeah.
Are they going to have a Raw Money in the Bank and a SmackDown Money in the Bank?
No,
I think they'll just
think
do
it's
the
gonna be
one Money in the
and
Bank.
They can cash in on whoever
Yeah.
they want.
I like
Same
because I
thing-
like that old one the way
Same
they
thing
used to do
with
it.
the women's division.
Yeah.
I would
just
like
one.
that. Yeah, that would help more.
Yeah,
But-
it makes more. I like it better that way because then it keeps you on edge because you have no idea when they're doing it or who they're doing it on.
I was thinking about this before, for a Money in the Bank thing. Imagine a Money in the Bank winner getting a title shot, like how Seth Rollins did in the Triple Threat, and then they lose the title shot. Like, they lose the title shot, they blindside the champion, and then cash in immediately after,
Yeah, I can see that.
depending on who wins.
Yeah.
They could
Depending
run
on
that
the
with
match,
somebody.
too, yeah.
That's like a Samoa Joe thing,
Yeah.
Ironically enough,
ironically enough.
because in our universe, Samoa Joe was Money in the Bank
And then he won the Royal Rumble.
and then won the title.
I'm about to do Money in the Bank in mine today, actually.
Ooh.
And I have Sin Cara in it for some reason. He's like number 3 on the power rankings. He's like an 89 overall right now. I'm like, okay, let's.
You know who's always
go
at the
for
top
Sin.
of the power rankings for us? Akira Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa.
He is
Well,
always.
that's why, because you guys have 205 Live as a brand, right?
Yeah.
Yep, but he's always on Raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on
He'd
the,
be in
nowhere.
WWE title feuds, Universal title feuds, and we're just like, bro.
and he's nowhere on 205 Live.
I feud with them sometimes. Like, they try to
Yeah.
throw me in feuds, and I'm just like, no, I already beat you. Go away. But yeah, no, like I said, in-ring wise, my favorite match of the night. It's AJ and Shinsuke. They're slowly ramping it up. So hopefully next one's the
The big one.
The big one.
Even though the big one should have been at Mania.
Yeah.
But now I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They wanted the heel turn. They wanted the slow build. I
And
see
now that
now,
AJ is
but
becoming more aggressive and he doesn't care about countouts anymore, I can see Shane and Paige saying this is a no holds barred match.
Well,
No Holds Barred.
still has a count out. You want
There's still a countout, no holds barred.
yeah,
So, what?
falls. There's still a count out and no holds barred.
I don't think
There's
so.
just no
I don't
DQ.
think so.
Falls count anywhere would make sense.
No holds barred is always no rules.
Yeah. I don't know.
I would like to see a falls count anywhere.
Well, it's coming anywhere. Or backstage brawl.
I want this to build to a last man standing.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Last man standing, huh?
Last man standing would be my go-to here.
I would pick because I don't want to see either one of them take a pin or submit. Do a ladder match between the two.
I can see a Styles Clash off the stage.
I can see a Styles Clash off the ladder.
Yeah. Shinsuke would be like, do it.
I
I mean, no speak English.
don't speak English.
So now we have The Undertaker versus Rusev with Aiden English.
Which went.
Before the match even happened, I was like, I bet you they both going in that casket.
Yep.
They both done went in that casket.
Yeah.
And both have been buried, literally and figuratively.
It's The Undertaker.
When
Losing
will
to
we
The
see-
Undertaker is no burying.
When will we
Like,
see Rusev again? Does he just show up on SmackDown like everything's okay?
he might wait till after Backlash.
That's possible.
Possibly.
So, really nothing stand out about this match. Taker looked good.
Honestly, that hip replacement has done him very well.
Yeah.
He looks good.
He looks young again.
and Rusev put on a longer match than Cena did.
He
against Taker.
And you know what? He went on Twitter saying that too. I don't think that was very smart of him to do that. But after the casket match, it was like during the Royal Rumble, he tweeted that I lasted longer than John Cena did.
You had an Aiden English, sir. So, I'm just totally gonna let you take this now. The next match was the steel cage match for the Universal title. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns. Now this is all you.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say. It was a botched finish. Even Saudi Arabia didn't look into this match. Like, they need to stop with Roman and Lesnar. If you're gonna give Roman the title, just freaking give him the title. You can keep going.
That's the thing. Like, he should have gotten the title here. If
I
it was going to be anywhere, it should have been here.
he was kind of over here. I heard some boos in the crowd, but most of it was cheers for Roman. And even Lesnar came out, he got cheers too, because Saudi Arabia was like, holy crap, look at this guy. He's an attraction.
But if it was a girl...
They probably would have booed. But the finish ended up being Roman spearing Lesnar through the cage, and
Not just spearing through the cage, wrapped around
Yeah,
them because of
yeah.
the damn twist ties.
yeah, Lesnar lands on the cage, Roman's feet hit the ground, Lesnar's the winner. You explain that to me. Even like Michael Cole was trying to save it, saying, "Oh, it's whoever escapes first wins, whoever hits the floor." And then Corey Graves said that, and then I guess Vince told him to say something else, because then they started saying Roman Reigns won, Brock Lesnar won by controversy because he technically never touched the ground, and then Corey was like, the rules of the cage is you climb over and 2 feet have to touch the ground.
That is.
And Lesnar
Yeah.
never hit the ground. Roman hit the ground first.
Yeah, because Roman rolled over and was on the ground while he was still on the cage.
Yeah.
So, in all retrospect, what they should have done with that spot, if that's how you wanted it to do, that entire segment of that cage needed to come down.
And I think
And not that little piece.
Yeah. And I think they're just going to let this die out. And I don't think they even mention it because Paul and Brock supposedly are not at Raw tonight. And it's just Roman who's going to be at Raw. And I'm pretty sure, like, Roman's going to have to bring it up and Roman's going to have to talk about it, which cue in Samoa Joe, probably say, I told you so, now I'm going to put you to sleep.
I don't think we'll see Joe
La-di-da-di-da.
until Tuesday.
Joe's on, yeah, whatever.
Joe may show up. Who
I don't
knows?
think he is.
I don't think so. But, like we were saying, like, there was no way for Brock to roll off the cage with, one, Roman on top of him, which, when they showed that in slow motion, Brock hit hard, and I think Roman landed square on his head.
Yeah.
Two, the only way that could have worked, other than the cage actually being, stable, is if Roman left one of his feet on the cage once he moved.
Yeah.
But that's shut up, Skype. That's really it. That was like a terrible booking decision.
Yeah.
I get what you were going for, but it wasn't. the best choice.
I feel like this is going to lead to a Hell in a Cell match at some point.
Well, I am now a firm believer that Brock's losing the title at SummerSlam now.
It's just so he has the longest reigning champion
Yeah.
right
In the
now.
past, like, however long it was. Because CM Punk was, like, the longest reigning in a decade.
If you want to talk about longest reigning, the guy who just passed away
gonna
is
say
the
Seven
7
longest reigning
years.
champion.
Nobody's breaking that record in this day and age.
2,000 something days.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
But, I was talking about this with Eric. I don't know. I think Brock's going to show up at Money in the Bank because, like I said, they're trying to make it, like, the 5th big pay-per-view. But
I don't know.
we won't know. We won't know because it's Brock.
I don't know. Everything's so weird right now. Even the finish to the Greatest Royal Rumble main event, it's just weird because where do you go from there? You know, like I could see his pick working out because his pick would have been Lashley, and his next step would have been Lesnar.
Yeah.
And now that the winner, who obviously everyone knows, Braun, who won it. I mean, it's like, where does he go from here? Is he gonna carry around that green title? Like, no.
I think that was Vince's way. Like, it was. What was the meme you shared? Braun has a title. Now leave my sweaty dream of Roman and Brock alone.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's something like that. But then again, even Bobby Lashley had a WWE.com interview where he's like, I'm not finished with Braun Strowman. So they're probably going to go into a match.
I'm sorry. Lashley is just not good in the ring. He's just not good in the ring. I saw it at the Rumble, and him and
But okay, you're also comparing a Rumble to a regular singles match.
I get that, but even like he couldn't even hold up. When was it? I think it was on Raw or something. He couldn't hold up a guy for long. He kept like dangling, and he had to put him down real quick at the Rumble. How many times did he have to try to lift up Big Cass?
Yeah, he messed up on the Big Cass.
Well, Big Cass is
Okay,
7 foot tall.
If you don't think you can do that spot,
Then
don't attempt the
yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Like, I fully believe that Bobby Lashley can pull that spot. He just messed up.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
definitely can do it.
So
but-
far, back to back, like tonight, if he has a match, I'm gonna watch him closely. But it's like,
And you'll
dude,
be
you need to like start
if
getting
he has
rusty.
a match.
If he has a match. That's the thing. Either throw him in a singles match
And
or
then-
don't do anything with him. Like,
Yeah, because they keep putting him in tag team matches, and it's like,
I see him taking on Braun as
That's-
like this next thing, but
Yeah.
it's like
or him and Braun becoming partners.
that'd be cool. But I don't know about this Braun and Lashley thing. I'm not too thrilled about it.
They
yeah,
can
because
take
you
on
weren't really a
AOP.
fan of Lashley.
I'm still not a fan of Lashley, unfortunately.
Love Lashley.
Well, you know, this is one of the things we just kind of got to wait for because he still hasn't had a freaking singles match.
I guess that's true. He's been put in maybe that's why he's been put in tag team matches because he's still like trying to like loosen up the screws. Because right now they're way too tight.
No, but he's been doing stuff with TNA up until he came to WWE. Because the week before that, he was doing segments in TNA,
That's true. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong.
and he's doing Bellator. So
Well, now this fully leads into the Greatest Royal Rumble,
Yep.
which I thought it was a really fun match.
It was.
I did not expect DB to come up first.
No,
Though I did expect him to last towards the end. This poor man's chest and the under of his right arm was, ooh,
Yeah.
he had a rough night.
And another thing too is that they were mentioning. I didn't think that they would bring this in, but they were mentioning records being broken.
Yep.
If that's the case, then Roman Reigns' record was broken, but they didn't even mention that. Because Braun Strowman, I think, was it, that had 13 eliminations?
Yep.
They didn't say a word about it.
No,
See,
But
I thought
Daniel
Roman's
Bryan-
record was 14.
No, it was 12. He had 12 because
Yeah.
he beat Kane's 11.
By one.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
yep.
And then they announced Daniel Bryan breaking the record as the longest competitor in a Royal Rumble match
Yep.
at 1 hour 6 minutes.
Yep.
Why not mention Braun Strowman's? I got 13 eliminations.
Yep.
They weren't even keeping track of eliminations like they normally do, though.
I guess
Because you notice how they're like, that's like the 5th elimination. They weren't even talking about it. I had to look up how many he eliminated. But, it was Dolph and DB to start. No Drew McIntyre because he couldn't get a work visa in time.
Yeah.
DB lasted all the way through to the end.
No,
At
Sam-
number...
Do you know why?
Yeah, because Sammy's heritage. Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
of
that
Syrian descent.
sucks, yeah.
So he just like, let's just not and say we did.
I can bring up the entrant lists if you want to.
Yeah, let's look at some of these entrants here.
Eric, talk.
Oh well, I got it right here.
I was just
Talk
Shut up,
about,
Eric.
Talk about Titus Worldwide.
We'll get there. I got it.
Screw
So
Titus.
DB and Dolph started,
Okay.
and then Sin Cara came out, quickly eliminated,
Yep.
followed by Curtis Axel. Mark Henry had a little bit of a run, and then
that Chinese guy came out, that Japanese sumo wrestler.
yeah, we'll get to him. So the first hashtag I posted on our page, #Mike Kanellis deserves better, because he was eliminated in 2 seconds. The official record I hear actually says 3. But
No, the official record was like half a second because Santino Morella came in, got eliminated as soon as he came.
well, no, his he
record,
lasted.
okay.
Yeah, Santino's record, we know about that.
No one can break that record.
Yeah. Then came Hiroki Sumi, which I don't know why they set this up, but they did. I guess it has something to do with I was gonna say Syria. Nope, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Victory the Ascension came out, lasted a whole 50 seconds. The Ascension deserved better. We got Kofi. Tony Nese, who was a surprise. Tony Nese did this fun little spot with Kofi and Xavier. With Kofi and Xavier doing the New Day Rocks, and Tony Nese tried to join in. They hoisted him up, and he's like, yeah! And then they just threw him out, and he's like, come on! Really? But, Dash Wilder came out, same thing. The Revival deserved better. Hornswoggle comes out.
That one I love because I was so excited to see Hornswoggle. I saw a backstage interview, like WWE exclusive with him, and he was like, "It's been 2 long years, 2 years since I've been back," and
Now
it was very heartfelt.
Now they have the band back together.
But he hit Kofi Kingston with a Celtic Cross, which Michael Cole called a Samoan drop.
Yeah, Cole screwed up a lot during this.
Then we got one of the Colognes, which we've only been seeing one of the Colognes, and it's been Primo.
I think
Epico?
Epico's injured.
Oh, maybe.
That's the only thing that would make sense at this point.
And then Xavier came out, Bo Dallas, Kurt Angle, Scott Dawson, Goldust, Connor. Elias entered at number 20. And Elias lasted relatively long because he was the one who kept hiding
Yeah.
outside the ring.
That heel.
Yep. Just to cut in, Epico Cologne in January 31st, 2018, underwent shoulder surgery to replace tendons. And as of 5 days ago, this is just in, Zack Ryder strains his knee ligaments.
Yep, he did.
He says that he will continue to wrestle. He's postponing surgery.
Oh my
But I
god.
don't think WWE's going to allow him to.
Because he literally is it the same knee too?
Well, that's gonna be fun.
Poor Zach.
One bad fall, and he's just going to tear it all up. And he's postponing it because he wants it just to... He's doing a Rey Mysterio. He's trying to let it heal by itself.
But that's the thing. Rey Mysterio's letting it heal, but yet he's performing in the Royal Rumble.
No, did you see his arm though? He had an armband, a strap. Like it looked swollen.
Hey, let Ray do what Ray does.
He only wrestles once every 3 months.
So then we got Luke Gallows, Rhino, Drew Gulak. I was surprised with the cruiserweights in here. And then Tucker Knight from NXT.
Yeah.
He was one of the people who was there from NXT helping around Saudi Arabia, so I get it, but I'm still very surprised.
By the way, that promo that one Saudi Arabian guy put.
The dude, the one who was
Long
standing
hair.
directly to the... Yes, I was like, this dude's ready.
Yeah,
This dude is ready.
I looked at my fiance and I was like, holy crap! Like this one is like, I think it's very good. The tall, goofy one was like,
Yeah.
kind of
He
shaking
was,
up.
yeah. But he was all for it. I was with him.
I could see him in 205 Live. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Then Bobby Roode, Fandango, Chad Gable. Then Rey Mysterio came out. It's Rey, so you know he got a huge pop. Mojo Rawley, Tyler Breeze, #Breezango deserves better. Because Fandango got eliminated in about 4 minutes. Tyler Breeze came in, jumped back and got caught by Fandango because he was afraid of, I don't remember who it was. Went back in and instantly got eliminated.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if it was Tucker Knight. It was Tucker Knight. Or Luke Gallows. One of the big guys.
Mm-hmm.
I left off Tyler Breeze. Then Big E comes out after the rest of New Day's already been eliminated. Carl Anderson, Apollo Crews, Roddy Strong. You hear Shock the System and you're like, Adam Cole again? Nope. Roddy Strong.
Adam Cole. baby.
Roddy Strong had a really good showing. Then Randy Orton, Heath Slater, who actually lasted. Baba Tunde, who I didn't even know who he was.
Me neither. He's
And
just
they're
some
like-
big guy.
Yeah, they're like, this guy from NXT, and I'm like, well, he's
I'm
from-
like, what? I've never seen this guy in NXT.
right?
So he's probably on like the live.
Yeah, he hasn't made
events.
it to TV. Then Baron Corbin, Titus O'Neil.
Titus
Now we're gonna stop and we're gonna talk
Worldwide.
about Titus O'Neil.
Wait,
Titus,
wait, you gotta do it right. Titus. Worldwide?
No, I've
Oh,
never.
world trip?
I'm
yeah, I
never
call
going
it
to say
Titus's
that
world
anymore.
trip. He ran down to the ring, and just as he gets off the ramp section,
He stumbles.
He
on
lies.
trips.
his feet.
and he slides straight under the ring.
He's
And-
like hidden under the ring. The only thing that's staying out is maybe like his toes.
And because of the camera angle, everybody's like, what's going on? When you already hear Michael Cole and Byron losing it as Corey's trying to keep it together. And you can hear Corey just like, come on, guys, I'm trying to do my job. So then they show the replay and you see him trip and fall. And at that point, Corey loses it.
yeah, and you know what's funny is that Corey kept laughing and laughing, and Michael Cole kept replaying the images,
Yeah.
and Byron was like, "Okay, guys, okay, all right, enough, guys." And Corey's like, "Oh my god, that was amazing."
Because Corey tried so hard to not laugh. And once
It
they
was-
got Corey Graves laughing,
Yeah.
they were like,
There was a spot where Randy was taking on Daniel, and Corey's like, "Oh look, Randy's about to eliminate Daniel." It's so funny.
oh
He
my
couldn't
god.
even call a match because he was Daniel Bryan almost got eliminated by Randy, and Corey was trying to like work on that, but Corey kept laughing.
Yep.
That, oh,
See,
Titus-
what I would
no,
have
Titus.
done in that situation is once I slid under, I would have just crawled to the other side at that point, came out, and been like, let me eliminate you right now. Like, that's...
Yeah. Or if you're gonna go under, like improvise, grab like something. There's
Yeah.
probably a chair underneath there.
Exactly.
Ladders, pulling our truth.
Now here's another interesting entry. Dan Matha. The man who was built up with a video package just to be destroyed by returning Samoa Joe a couple years back.
Yeah.
I didn't know he existed anymore.
Same.
He's still around.
Is he a wrestler or is he a trainer? Because from the video packages I've seen, he looks like he's a trainer. Or he might be a trainer.
I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. He looks like he'd be a wrestler.
Yeah. But with the video packages, I'm like, is he a trainer or is he just there? I don't know. I don't know. But taking somebody who... You literally built somebody up just as fodder, and I kind of felt bad. So if he's a trainer, I'd be a little bit happier, because I won't feel as bad, but if he's just a wrestler who was built up to die...
Yeah, apparently Dan Matha was there because he was also helping out.
He was helping, yeah, I know
Saudi
that part.
Arabian people for becoming wrestlers. Yeah, that's it. That's all they say is that's why he was in the Rumble. It doesn't explain if he's a
Yeah.
wrestler. Just
We'll do research later.
Yeah.
Speaking of NXT wrestlers, though, one of my favorite signs, they had a finest Kona Reeves
Oh
sign,
my God.
and I instantly thought of you.
oh my god,
He's not
I'm
even.
not gonna like this guy.
He's not even re-debuted yet, and he already has a sign in Saudi frickin' Arabia.
Jesus Christ.
Well, next came the eventual winner, Braun Strowman.
Bro.
And at that point, once we got to 40, I was like, Braun's coming out at 40. He has to at this point. He's going to come out with the last 10, blah, blah, blah. He came out at 41. Ty Dillinger came next, eliminated by Braun Strowman. Kurt Hawkins came next, eliminated by Braun Strowman. Bobby Lashley came next, not in order, but eliminated by Braun Strowman. The Great Khali came next, quickly eliminated by Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. Then Kevin Owens came, eventually eliminated by Braun Strowman. Shane O'Mac, eventually eliminated by Braun Strowman. Then it was Shelton Benjamin. He wasn't eliminated by Braun Strowman. Then it was Big Cass and Chris Jericho, who were both eliminated by Braun Strowman. But when KO came out, because at the time I saw a clip that said one WWE star will not be taking the trip due to heritage. And I was like, maybe that's Sami Zayn, but I don't want to click it and be spoiled with anything. So I waited till after it. Because then we got to... Once KO came out, I thought to myself, I'm like, Shane O'Mac's still there. Chris Jericho's still there. Maybe Sami Zayn if he's going. And then I could not think of who the other one would be because I had one overpicked. So then Shelton came out after Shane McMahon, and I was like, all right, this is when Sami Zayn comes out if he's here. And then it was Big Cass. I was like, oh, so Chris Jericho has the last spot.
Yeah.
And
I was
Kevin,
kind of bummed by that because I wanted the last spot to be a surprise. Love to see Chris Jericho back and all, but
Yeah.
I was like, man, all right, I guess that's cool.
it listed here. By eliminating 13 men, Braun Strowman broke the record of 12 set by Roman Reigns.
Thank you.
But yeah, when Chris Jericho came out, Kevin Owens was just like, like he saw a
"What?
ghost.
What?
He was like, Chris, no.
Chris has been going to McDonald's a little bit too much.
Hey man,
It's not
you
nice.
better watch out or you're gonna get it.
You know what happens when you make fun of me going to McDonald's? You know what happens?
I still love Chris Jericho.
You
but
just
I was
made the list!
I was like, damn, Jericho.
Yeah.
I've been eating too much ramen.
The
New Japan.
earlier segment with Mike backstage and he calls him Tom and he's like, I'm Mike, and he's like, don't try to fool me, Tom. You're still playing this game. I know the difference between Tom and Mike. Tom, taller guy. Mike, short little guy. Tom, real hair. Mike, toupee. Tom, real beard. Mike, fake beard. And then he hits it, which I think they did these segments pre-recorded because I didn't really hear any crowd interaction.
No.
No.
And I think they just
Not
showed
even
them to
for,
us.
Not even for Daniel Bryan either.
Yeah. Do you know what happens, Mike, to people who try to trick Chris Jericho with their name? You know what happens when people insist that they aren't who they really are? Clicks it. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. You just made the list!
I love Jericho so
And
much.
then it was like, cameraman laughing, you just made the list!
Ed, I see you back there. You just made the list! And Chris Jericho was great.
And as he walking out, he was like, stupid idiot!
But
now, will he be on Raw?
the final three, Braun Strowman, Big Cass, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan lasted the entirety of the Rumble, the whole hour and 16 minutes and 16 seconds. Big Cass eliminates him, assumingly furthering their feud. And then Braun Strowman gets the elimination on Big Cass. Braun Strowman wins. Not to my surprise, also not to your surprise because you picked him.
Yep.
Poor Eric. But I enjoyed the Rumble. I did. Which I actually have a friend who I was talking to about it. And he was saying, why didn't Daniel Bryan win? So we still have the people who have that mindset of Daniel Bryan needs to win everything.
Yes, he does.
But he doesn't need to win everything.
He does.
This man could get squashed and he would still be over.
Yeah, but he deserves everything, especially after everything he's gone through.
He definitely wasn't going to win that Rumble.
And there's still rumors that once his contract's up, he might never re-sign with WWE.
He might not.
Who?
Daniel.
Daniel Bryan.
Which, if he doesn't re-sign, he's either going to Ring of Honor or New Japan at that point. I hope it's New Japan, but I don't think it will be because of Brie and the kid.
A little birdie told me it wouldn't be. Trollolololol.
See what you did there.
But yeah, trust me, I love my DB. But that Rumble was not happening.
Not with Braun and Lashley and Big
No.
Douche.
That was them giving it to Braun because Braun's been deserved something for a while.
But that title, too, on top of it. It's such an ugly title.
Green is also not a belt choice.
No, it's not. It looks better than the Universal title, but still.
I mean, I get why it's green. I get why they chose the colors. But
Like, is Braun going to be walking around with this constantly?
maybe
or-
for the next few weeks at
Walking
least.
around with that and the giant like trophies. Like, gonna
He
carry
just
it.
carries it with one. He carries it with a pinky.
Yeah.
But overall, guys, what did you think of the greatest Royal Rumble?
Kind of think it was the
Like a C?
not the greatest Royal
A C
Rumble. but-
minus.
A C minus, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it.
AJ and Shinsuke was so underwhelming. Like it was like,
Yeah, I give it.
like not even that. Like was like,
Honestly, I only
they
give
were
it a
like-
C minus. I kind of give it a D.
D.
The only
best-
thing that saved it from an F was the ladder match.
I liked the ladder match. I liked Matt and Bray doing their spots.
Magic.
Braun Strowman was good. Daniel Bryan, loved seeing him and his red chest. Poor guy.
Oh my.
No, like I don't know. Once after they had a thing going that they had so many titles being defended in one night that they could have broken the record had all the titles changed hands.
They could have.
Once I saw the first title, I think it was which was that?
Cruiserweight title was the
Cruiserweight.
first
Once
one.
the cruiserweight didn't switch hands, I was like, all of them are going to keep their belts. I'm like, there can be no title changes. The only title changes that are going to happen are what we already know, which was the
The
Raw
tag
titles
titles.
are staying at Raw.
No, because if the bar won, they would be going back to Raw.
Yeah, but I didn't think SmackDown was going to lose out on Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too much.
Because I don't know what's going on with Sheamus still. I don't know if they're gonna eventually lead to splitting them up, and then utilizing Cesaro in singles competition,
I don't know.
or maybe putting him and Cassius Ohno back together as a team.
Who's that?
What?
Who?
Chris
Cassius
Hero.
and Cesaro?
They were used to be a team?
Yeah.
Yes, I told you this.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I sent you the picture.
Oh, yeah! Like when he had hair.
Yes, when
Yeah.
he had hair.
That might have been a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I think that was like 2010,
Holy shit.
20,
Yeah.
20 something. And then you insulted Cassius Ohno for being released by WWE for being overweight.
That's what they said. That's what all rumors that reported of that. Cash Ohno was released because Vince McMahon wasn't happy the way Cassius looked,
That's a Vince thing.
and then Vince went Cassius went to the indie scene and then made a name for himself again.
Chris
Yeah.
Hero.
Chris Hero, even bigger, and then Vince was like, oh, maybe I did something wrong here.
Yeah, you did.
And then he sent his little boy,
Well, this
named
is-
Triple H, go get him back for me.
This is after like, oh, Kevin Owens can make this work. All right, come back.
Like, what's the reason that Cassius hasn't been brought up yet?
He hasn't been doing anything, so
He hasn't.
I'm pretty sure he's getting the Peyton and Billy treatment, where he's just kind of gonna lay low for a very long time. Maybe
just-
SummerSlam.
Like the only time we
Is
saw
he
him,
gonna come back with a boob job?
like the only time we saw him was last week when he was helping Johnny Gargano go into an ambulance.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna have Tommaso versus versus Cassius.
No.
No. Cassius versus Candice LeRae in a bedroom brawl. And then Johnny versus Cassius.
For the rights to Candice.
Wow, remember those matches?
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
rights to Tori Wilson. I remember that match.
Shit.
Dawn Marie had a match like that.
Well, the whole Dawn Marie, Jackie Gata, Charlie Haas thing was awful. I remember that. Oh god, I loved me some Jackie though. I thought Jackie was really good to look at.
All right, and now our next segment. Denzel chooses his top 5 favorite wrestlers of all. No,
We have to save that for an entirely different video.
yeah.
But I mean, I would rate it like a high C plus, like a 79, 78.
I would say 75, just average.
So you're giving it a
Just
C, not a
straight-
C minus.
No, just right down the middle. It was meh.
I'm
It wasn't bad, but it was just meh.
I'm giving it a D plus.
If Titus didn't do his spot,
Hey,
it probably would have gotten a D.
Michael Cole just forget Rey Mysterio setting the record. Forget Stone Cold winning 3 Royal Rumbles. This is the best Royal Rumble moment of all time.
Honestly,
Whoa, wow.
like that's gonna be one that's talked about forever.
Like Titus, you need to run with this.
Unless Titus screws up and gets like the Hulk Hogan treatment.
No, what Titus needs to do now, and he needs to be like Titus Worldwide is a brand that is getting worldwide recognition because of this, and he needs to run with that.
He does.
That could get them a mega push.
Honestly. Because Titus always seems to fuck something up. Like when he was doing the keg run
Yeah,
and dropped it right
flashbacks
before the finish line.
and tripped.
Oh yeah.
Back to the old NXT.
That's right. This guy.
But well, that sums up the greatest Royal Rumble. Tune in to our show on Friday, as you get to see.
Friday. That's what we're doing.
I post on Friday.
They get posted on
Oh, okay.
Friday.
They get posted at noon on Friday.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Unless I wake up late, and then they get posted a little bit after.
Yeah.
Tune in on Friday, which we'll be recording on Thursday.
or Wednesday?
When
Wednesday night.
Depends on work.
Has to be Wednesday night because of NXT.
Yeah, depends on work. I don't know what time. I have to check my schedule.
so now I just have to ruin my whole life for your schedule. All right, because I don't already have things to do on Wednesday. Once Bree leaves, I can make this work.
They can join.
Hey, go special guest. We need one.
They know nothing.
That's fine. Sometimes the people who don't know nothing make the best predictions because this week also we have to make predictions for Backlash.
Yes, that's what we're also going to be doing. Our Backlash predictions, as well as Nelson's promo
On
on Roman Reigns and why he's awful.
Because we're giving you that extra time.
And did you get a confirmation for our special guest this week?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Because a 7-month-old is a little tough.
All right.
After
My
some
cats
talk.
will watch the 7-month-old.
You guys have no one in mind besides that one person, not even you,
What?
as a potential guest.
Well, I was just picking my guest because he is a wrestling fan, and it would be good promotional for both of us.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And you said he has a lot of followers and stuff.
good promotional for both of us. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Without sounding like a tool.
Well, we're tools.
No, you're a tool.
Subscribe, like, and comment,
Like, share.
or dislike, whatever.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Me ahoy, ahoy.
I'm Zell. This is Nell. And
I'm
this
not
is Kurt
Kurt
Hawkins.
Hawkins. I'm not Kurt Hawkins.
Sorry. Your lost record is at 100%. You are Kurt Hawkins.
I am not Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins' lost record is also at 100%.
If you want to get technical, so is his then. Because he hasn't won either.
What are you talking about?
The win goes to the winner.
No.
Yeah, but he's not the last place loser.
Suck my ass.
I'll never be the last place loser because one can say
You're a Roman Reigns fan.
One
You
No,
always-
say
no, I'm gonna hit you.
that
I'm gonna
I
hit
am
you so hard.
simply-
I'm gonna hit you very, very hard. Very hard.
Okay.
You're simply what?
Okay,
Say it.
I am now.
Challenge.
I am now.
Challenge.
He is now. Good.
And I am phenomenal. Okay.
Let me at him.
Okay.
No, I got enough drops.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my chest
I
feels-
said goodbye, sirs.